Well, hello everyone. Happy Monday. It is digital host A.J. Wuest here, welcoming you back to Before the Four, the live stream where I talk about some of 48's top news stories and then some before our 4 o'clock newscast, wherever you are watching today. As always, whether it's on Facebook, whether it's on YouTube, or the 48 Now live stream, thank you so much for watching and spending just a little bit of your Monday afternoon here with me. We have a little bit to get into today. Today's Before the Four is a bit shorter, but of course, we still have some news for you all. But now I think it is about time we start things off. And of course, starting things off in Morgan County, where people are currently being asked to avoid the area of Thompson Road following an officer-involved shooting that has left one dead. Now, the person that is left dead is the suspect. According to the Morgan County Sheriff's Office, Priceville police performed a traffic stop on a car that was reported stolen. The driver allegedly fled the scene and led multiple agencies on a chase along Highway 67, I-565, and I-65 before returning to Morgan County. During the chase, authorities say the suspect waved a firearm numerous times. The car that fled eventually hit a patrol unit before stopping on Thompson Road and Bird Road. That's where the suspect allegedly shot at deputies who then returned fire. The sheriff's office said the scene is now secure. Thompson Road is still currently blocked, but no law enforcement injuries have been reported. And 48's Noah Cowell will have more on this situation coming up in our evening newscast. Now in Albertville, where a man that was found dead near a roadway yesterday has now been identified. Police say 40-year-old Francisco Lux of Albertville was found as they responded to the area of First Street and Baltimore Avenue yesterday morning. Lux was found dead near the roadway there. Lux's body has been sent to the Alabama Department of Forensic Science to determine the cause of death. The investigation remains ongoing, and 48 Savannah Sapp will have more details coming up in our evening newscast. And now a story out of Decatur, where police have now announced the arrest of a man accused of stealing packages from dozens of porches. According to authorities, 39-year-old Jeremy Harris, that's who you see on screen, was arrested on multiple warrants in Morgan County. They added that he was recently caught on several home security cameras swiping packages from porches across the county. Investigators say they made contact with over 40 different victims. Harris was booked into the Morgan County Jail for his active warrants on Saturday. Once Harris settles his current charges, another warrant for theft of property in the first degree will be carried out. But now I think it is time to talk about the weather. I don't know about you all, but I've certainly been bundling up over the past few days. That is for sure. But let's turn over to 48 First Alert Chief Meteorologist Brad Travis for a look at your holiday forecast. Brad?
Yeah, AJ, it's that time of year. Traffic's a little bit of a nightmare out there, to say the least. Has been since the weekend. Christmas forecast, right now it's looking drier, but it's beyond Christmas that's trending wetter, as you saw behind me. Let's just talk 10-day forecast. Still some shower chances out there, but overall, the air is going to be really dry when the rain tries moving in during the afternoon hours on Christmas Day. I think we'll see some drizzle and spotty light rain showers, but nothing terribly heavy. Huntsville Havoc back in town this Thursday, and then Friday, Saturday, Sunday are looking progressively wetter, and we may just have a period of rain that lasts from Friday all the way into Sunday morning, so that's something to keep an eye on. Notice the temperature staying in the low 60s with overnight lows in the 50s. As far as tomorrow, Christmas Eve day, your travel looks good across the southeast. You do run into the rain as you get west of Memphis and west of Paducah, so those are the only real issues. Down along the Gulf Coast, some nice weather there, and it's as we get into Christmas Day. Notice the trend here. We get this more of an easterly wind from high pressure over here where Santa is, and that's going to bring in dry air as well. So it's going to be hard for this rain you see near Starkville and down the Gulf Shores. It's going to be hard for that to move in, but once again, there is a chance of some showers as we go through Christmas Day, but more widespread rain perhaps traveling back from wherever you've gone for your holiday. Have a Merry Christmas, everyone. Back to you, AJ.
Well, thank you, Brad. And now a story from 48's Nick Ballinger regarding domestic violence during the holiday season. 1 in 4 women are currently victims of domestic violence, and 1 in 7 men are as well. Nick Ballinger with more.
The holiday season can bring families together, but for those who are in domestic violence situations, experts say this could be the worst time of year.
The one thing that people have to keep in mind is that it could increase and we could not be aware of it because it's not reported.
Sherelle Locke with Crisis Services of North Alabama says financial stress, alcohol consumption, and tough family dynamics can all contribute to domestic violence during the holidays.
A lot of times for our victims and survivors, they don't come forward to their family members because there's a level of shame, there's a level of guilt. They start blaming themselves, thinking that they did something to deserve the abuse that's taking place.
Locke says 1 in 4 women are victims of domestic violence and 1 in 7 men are victims as well. But she says most men don't report it.
And you have a lot of individuals that experience domestic violence, and people have to keep in mind domestic violence isn't always physical. It can be mental, emotional, verbal.
We also, I would say, probably have where we don't have reports at this time of year where this is occurring. Because of the holidays and the pressure of the holidays itself and not wanting to break up a family.
HPD partners with Crisis Services of North Alabama. If an officer responds to a DV call, most of the time they will be joined by a domestic violence responder.
But their main purpose is to secure the scene, protect the individuals on the scene. The responder's main person is looking at the mental, the physical, and the emotional for clients.
Sergeant Jackson says if you're in a domestic violence situation, call the police immediately. If someone is arrested for domestic violence in Alabama, they will be held without bond for 24 hours.
Well, thank you, Nick. And now let's talk about Toys for Tots here in North Alabama. Thanks to you all who donated this year, over 2,000 children here in the Tennessee Valley will have gifts for Christmas this year. 48's Callie Neese with the story.
We make sure everybody gets something. Every child deserves Christmas.
Walking around this holiday season, you may have noted boxes that look a little like this, full of toys. These toys get donated to Toys for Tots. Once collected, the toys are distributed to children all over the Tennessee Valley whose families struggle at Christmas. The boxes are brought over to this warehouse where they are sorted and packed.
I like doing them all, actually.
Billy Ray is the warehouse manager, and he has been packing bags for years.
24 years, I've lost count. I know before we started 2 years ago or a year ago, I made 551 by myself just to get ahead for distribution that year.
Staff Sergeant Timothy McCollum said they are on track to distribute gifts to 2,306 children this year. Though it is a lot of hard work, he told me he loves that he gets to help Santa every year.
It's pretty awesome. Like out of everything I've done in the Marine Corps, at the end of the day, being involved with Toys for Tots, I never have to wonder if, what I'm doing here is making a difference.
Once all the gifts are packed, families will pick them up and open them on Christmas Day. McCollum said they are simply happy that they can provide Christmas for those who cannot provide for themselves.
I had several people, break down into tears whenever we give them the bags, and they don't care what they received. They're just glad they have something.
Reporting in Madison, Callie Neese, 48 News, on your side.
That is so great. Thank you so much, Callie. But now you all got to check this out. Down in Birmingham, one group of friends is coming together this Christmas season to bring iconic Christmas film, Christmas Vacation, to life. James Giles reports.
She'll take your picture and you can get it made with all of us. Your husband has missed out. What he doesn't know doesn't hurt him. This was him. He thought it up. He come up with it. We're all friends. He's retired military, Army guy. So when he calls you up, he doesn't ask you to do something. He tells you what you're doing. And so we're just going on what he's told us we're doing.
It's the blessing! Daggum squirrel!
For this group, reactions make it all worthwhile.
You don't have to tell your husband about Uncle Eddie's hose.
Whether it's a smile, a giddy squeal,
I love it!
a confused but curious look, or whatever this is.
Come on!
The Christmas Vacation fans of Alabama know how to spread holiday cheer, and they're just getting started.
We've been calling football together now for probably about 12 to 13 years, and we've always loved giving back to the community, making the community smile and being involved, and being out and meeting new people is something we've always loved doing. So this kind of gives us a way to do that and to make people smile.
Come on down!
Y'all come on, get your picture made. It's more fun than White Christmas will ever be. Now in their second year of this comical cosplay tradition, the group pulls out all the stops. From a replica RV decked out to match the one in National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation movie,
You might have seen our movie.
to their very own Cousin Eddie, complete with Snuff the dog. They've thought of everything.
So the younger ones, you know, those that are 10 and below, kind of look at us a little strange, but the older you get in your teenage years, especially our age and the older folks know 100% who we are.
Merry Christmas. Yes.
After appearances in the Trussville and Hueytown Christmas parades,
Come on, folks.
tonight's mission outside the Alabama Theater during a screening of the movie,
Oh my God.
another success.
Stephanie, get on there.
It's the smiles on people's faces that make it worth it 100%. We don't ask for money, request money, or any of any kind. We just do it for the smiles as payment.
Thank y'all so much.
Thank you.
Incredible story there. That is so cool. And I don't know about you all, but probably my favorite Christmas movie. It is just so hilarious. If you're watching and you haven't seen it, you got to get on that. You got to watch that movie. But awesome story there. And now it is about that time. We head into the stories you're just not going to want to miss coming up in our evening newscast. We're seeing an influx of vehicle versus pedestrian crashes going on here in the Tennessee Valley. 48's Callie Neese spoke with Huntsville police on these incidents. Get that story coming up. Another story you're just not going to want to miss. A new judge in Sheffield. 48's Aria Pons will have that coming up. And finally, new laws in Tennessee that places age limits on social media. And these are just a few of the stories you're just not going to want to miss in our evening newscast. And it is that time, of course. What time is it? It is time for Facebook Fun. That is right. And our weekend Facebook question of the day, I asked this question on Saturday. And the question, of course, I needed some ideas for some last minute Christmas shopping. You all know, and I was out of ideas, so I need to know what you all had to say. And it is only 2 days until Christmas, so let's see what I will be getting people for Christmas this year. But let's see. Rebecca said flowers, baked goods, cheese, sausage gift box, popcorn tin, stuffed animal, umbrella, gloves, and pajamas. There are quite a bit of things listed there, and Rebecca, those are all incredible gifts. Thank you so much for commenting, and honestly, I think I might steal some of your ideas there, and I might get some last-minute Christmas gifts. But Rebecca, thank you so much. Kirsten said, an experience gift of doing something together the receiver would like. Of course, I am a guy, I really like experiences over things. Experiences last forever. They stay with you forever. Gifts, of course, material items, of course, tarnish, but there is nothing like a good experience, that is for sure. Awesome comment there, Kirsten. Thank you so much. Karen said gift cards to their favorite restaurant. An awesome gift there, especially an awesome last minute gift there, because there are a ton of gift cards and a ton of restaurants out there, that is for sure. Karen, thank you so much for commenting. Great idea there. Daniel said the universal gift card with Benjamin Franklin's picture on it. Of course, cannot go wrong with the Benjis. That is so true, Daniel. Thank you so much for commenting. And then Marcelo said hugs. It's cheaper. That is very true. Nothing like a good hug. That is incredible. Marcelo, thank you for commenting. And everyone who commented on Saturday's Facebook question of the day, thank you so much for commenting. It's certainly helping me out. That is for sure. But that is just about all the time I have in today's Before the Four. I want to thank you all for sticking around and watching today's shorter version of Before the Four. We'll not be doing a Before the Four for the rest of this week. I will be heading back home and spending Christmas with my family, but I hope you all have a very Merry Christmas. Enjoy tonight's evening newscast and do something fun with your family this holiday season. But with all that said, I want to, of course, thank you for watching, and you all have a great night.